You guys thought I wasn't gonna do a review, right? Hi my honeys. I got in so many messages on my Instagram DMs because I posted a picture of me playing with the Riviera palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. A lot of you guys were like, what the heck? Like, are you doing a review? Like, what's up? What's going on? Because you guys all know that I normally do a review first and then I upload pictures. But I was so excited, you guys, that I couldn't help myself. I wanted to play with it so bad. So I did purchase the palette when it first launched on ABH.com, and I bought, because they came out with like a new spring, the biggest, I guess, spring collection that they ever came out with. And so I bought 3 items from the collection. The only thing that I didn't buy was the highlighters because I'm not a really big fan of like loose highlighters for myself, and to be honest, I already have a lot of highlighters, and I always say this in every video, but I really do. I have so many loose highlighters, and I also have pressed highlighters, so I don't want to buy any more until I'm completely out. So I only got the palette, the spray, and then the new dip brow gel from the collection. So let's go over the items really quick of what I got. So the palette, I got the palette. This does run for $45. It's a typical palette from ABH. I love the packaging. It really gives me like a cruise type of vibe. So if you guys are going on a cruise, definitely take this with you. I personally would never go on a cruise because it scares the crap out of me. Like, I literally automatically think Titanic, and I'm like, oh Jesus, no. I know it probably wouldn't happen, but you never know. Probably the boat that I'm gonna be on, it probably happened. And it's still available online. And then it also has a mirror, your standard mirror that the palettes normally come with, and your brush. It does indicate that all of these are brand new shadows. So all of these 14 eyeshadows, you guys, are stinking brand new. The other look that I did do on Instagram, I was gonna do that one, but I was just really curious and I really wanted to play with it really bad. I couldn't help myself, so I played with it, and I used most of these pink colors, but I do also use this in today's tutorial as well. But today I wanted to do something a little different and really play with these eyeshadows right here, which you guys will see in the tutorial. And then I also got this spray, you guys, which I absolutely love, and I've used this already as well. So this is their Dewy Mist. So what this is it's indicating that it's a setting spray, but I feel like if you have oily, like combo to oily skin, I feel like if you have combo, you can probably get away with it. But if you do have oily skin, I would definitely stay away from this because it is dewy. Unless that's what you're totally going for, I feel like this would be perfect for someone who does have dry skin. I feel like you will absolutely love this spray. This does run for $26. And then where is the brow product? Aquí lo tenía. ¿Dónde estás? So this is the new product from ABH, and this is their Dip Brow Gel. It does run for $18, and they have 11 colors for you to pick from, anywhere from blonde, taupe, soft brown, medium brown, caramel, auburn, chocolate, dark brown, ebony, ash brown, and then granite for people who do have black hair. So they have a bunch of colors for you to choose from. What this says is that it's a highly pigmented brow gel with a long-lasting waterproof formula for creating fuller looking defined brows. So just kind of like Dip Brow, dries down to a seamless matte finish, which I 100% agree, you guys. I've already used this as well. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I did post about it already. Really want to see how I created this eyeshadow look, and I also do the demo of the brows, then honestly just please keep on watching. So I got the shade medium brown. So it's supposed to be like their Dip Brow, but in a gel form. So what's really cool is that it has a little applicator like this, and you can definitely apply it straight to your eyebrows like that. Like if you're in a hurry and you just want to like add a little bit of color into your brows, you can definitely do that. I personally, when it comes to my brows, I like them to be like this, like really clean and really defined. So what I do is I actually take product on the back of my hand, and I just go like this, and then I apply it right there. What you can also do is that you can actually take your brow pencil and you can just take product off like that too. So whatever works for you. I'm just so used to applying product on the back of my hand. And the brush that I'm using is from Anastasia. I believe it's the brush number 12, but I will list everything down below for you guys. So I've actually already used this. I've used it, I did a little tutorial on Instagram, and I love it, you guys. So the dip brow can be super harsh, and I also with using the dip brow, it does dry really fast at times, and then if you don't place the cap really well onto the product, then it will dry faster. So I still use dip brows, don't get me wrong, they're still honestly one of my favorite products to use on clients who don't really have brows. One of my top favorite products that I have to have in my kit. But with the gel, this is what I really like about it, is that it doesn't dry super fast on the back of my hand. It still stays really wet, which is what I noticed when I was using this product. Also, a little bit goes such a long way too with using this product. And I just feel like it works really, really good. The downfall of this is that you don't have a brush or like a spoolie to go along with it, but I mean, it's totally okay. I mean, I have the tools. For the most part, I feel like a lot of people use their own favorite brow brush, because I do. I have this one, and I also use the Benefit one at times as well. And if you guys have any questions regarding this product for my brows, comment down below and I will answer them for you. Alright, you guys, and that is how I pretty much do my brows using the new Dip Brow Gel by Anastasia. I absolutely love it, and it does last all day, you guys. It literally does. So here is the palette. When you open it up, you get the 14 brand new eyeshadows. Aren't they so stunning? I like want to dig in and play with every single one of them. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my Morphe brush, the M513, and I'm gonna go into the color Coastline, which I'm gonna be using as our transition shade. So I'm gonna apply this right in the crease of my eye, and then I'm going to work it towards the inner corner, as well as start to smoke it out towards the outer corner. And you want to do this on both of the eyes, and we're going to place this color first, and then we're going to go ahead and layer on different shades throughout this video. Using the same brush, I'm going to go into Monte Carlo, and I'm going to place it in the same areas as we did Coastline, in the center, and then moving it towards the inner corner, and then also smoking out the outer corner. With the same brush, I'm going to pick up the color Palm, which is a nice brown color in the palette, and we're going to place this mostly towards the outer portion of the eye. So we're only going to take it a little bit towards the inner corner, but mainly we're going to focus this towards the outer corner. What I did notice about this brown eyeshadow, you guys, it's not as intense as I thought it was going to be. You definitely have to build up the intensity on that brown color. So just an FYI. So what I'm doing is using patting motions, and then I start to blend back and forth. Next, I'm going to pick up the color Canes, which is the purple shade in the palette, and I'm going to use this to blend out the edges. So I'm going to put it above the color Palm, and then, you guys, once I do that, I do take a little bit towards the outer corner as well. So I also thought that using that purple was going to give me like a lot of intensity, but it actually doesn't. As long as if you layer the purple, you actually do. So when I did the first look that I posted on Instagram, you definitely have to layer these eyeshadows. So that's like the downfall when it comes to really bright shadows. Well, especially for this palette, as well as the Be Perfect one though from Stacey Marie. I feel like you can layer and layer, and then you get the color that you are wanting. So that's the tough part about like really bright eyeshadows, is that you definitely have to build it up. Next, I'm going to go ahead and pick up the color Bahamas, and I love this pink, you guys. It's so pretty, and I'm going to place this mostly towards the inner corner, and then I'm going to smoke it out towards like my brow bone. But as well, you guys, with this pink color, you definitely have to build it up to get the intensity that you are wishing. So again, like I mentioned, I did play with these colors already, and that's definitely what I experienced. Up my Sigma brush, the E55, I'm going to go into the Mediterranean eyeshadow color, and you guys, this color is so stunning. I did also apply a little bit of setting spray onto my brush, so that's why it looks a little bit more intense, but this color is so stunning, and I just couldn't help myself. I really wanted to play with it, which is cool because like in the pan, I mean, it looks a little bit purple, as well, but then it kind of looks gray too. So I just love how it brings out a purple hue, and you guys know I love my purple and pink, so I thought it was just so stunning. Picking up the color Canes and Palm, I'm going to start to warm up my outer corner. To tideline my eyes, you guys, I'm going to go into the BALM Cosmetics Mr.Write eyeliner pencil in the shade Seymour Romance. And then I'm also going to take this towards my lower lash line, but I'm only going to focus this towards the outer corner and a little bit towards the center of my lower lash line. I am using my Anastasia brush that came with the palette, and I'm going into the color Canes and a little bit of Palm to smoke out that liner. For my waterline, you guys, I'm going to go into my Morphe, the shade Coconut. It is just a white pencil. I'm going to go into my waterline as well as into the inner corner and lower lash line. To set that, I'm going to go into the color Sails, which is a nice white matte eyeshadow. And I'm going to go into the inner corner as well as set the waterline as well. And that's pretty much it, you guys. I applied some lashes from BlancaFlor Mink Lashes in the style So Me. Okay, you guys, so we went ahead and already did our eyeshadow. Now I'm going to go into the Dewy Setting Spray by Anastasia. And I'm going to just spray that. And just a little bit because I am combo to oily. I don't want my skin to look super dewy. I do want it to look a little dewy, but not too much. And it doesn't look glittery at all on the skin. It's literally just water. It doesn't have any like glittery particles in there because people were confused of the glitter bottle, but it doesn't have any glitter. It reminds me a lot of the MAC Fix Plus setting spray. Alright, you guys, and that is it for today's tutorial on this eyeshadow look by Anastasia using their Riviera palette. What do you guys think of the eyeshadows? Comment down below and let me know if you guys have this palette. What do you think about it? This color, I am to die for. I absolutely love it. I feel like it really put the look together. And I really appreciate that they actually put a white in the palette because sometimes palettes don't have whites in their palette, and I feel like sometimes you really do need a white eyeshadow. I personally, for me, is it a palette that you definitely have to have in your collection? No. I feel like it's definitely, you can pass on this palette if you have other palettes that have the same similar colors. But for me, I always go back to, as being an artist or being a makeup artist, I feel like I enjoy palettes like this just because of quinceañeras. So quinceañeras normally want the bright pinks, the bright purples, they want like the glittery pinks as well, or turquoise colors. But for me, I feel like I can create endless makeup looks with this. So I'm gonna leave it up to you guys if you need it in your collection. I recommend it just because it's great quality. My eyeshadows look poppin'. I didn't have any issues at all with blending these colors. Now for the dip brow, you guys, ya lo perdí. I have no idea where it's at. You guys should see my desk. Every time I play with makeup, like, there's crap everywhere. But the dip brow, I definitely recommend it 100% if you are in the lookout for a new product. The spray, I definitely really recommend it if you do have really dry skin, or even if you have oily skin and you like a dewy look for the summertime or springtime, then pick it up, girl. What's the worst case scenario? If it doesn't work for you, just don't play with it anymore or give it to a friend or return it. So that's always a plus for that. But I feel like for makeup artists, you would definitely find use for this when people have really dry skin. So with that said, if you are not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel and be a part of the Honey family. And then also hit the little bell, which is right next to the subscribe button, which will notify you every time that I upload a new video here on YouTube, and support your girl, please. Los quiero mucho. I'll catch you guys all in my next video. Besos. Oh, also, if you do recreate this makeup look, please tag me on Instagram. I love to see recreations when you guys do recreate my makeup looks. I love to post them on my IG stories. You guys literally make my day. I love it. So if you guys do, please tag me on Instagram. I would love to see your recreations. So with that said, ya me voy. Los quiero mucho. Besos. See you soon. Bye.